Hello everyone, this is Ming Zhong. Welcome to today's market analysis for the S&P 500 E-mini futures for the session on the 13th of May. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you a market recap from yesterday's session that's including the trade review with entry, exit, and my rationales behind. And going forward, the bias, the key levels to pay attention to, and also the potential setup for the session later. So let's just get started now. So as you can see in this daily chart, the S&P 500 futures, yesterday we had a bearish day. We have seen a last hour sell-off, and that's with increasing of the supply, you can see here, and also bearish results. So we got it here, and I think we got it on the 30th of the April as well. Reaction, increasing of the supply, and so we just need to see how it will unfold. So one thing that's different from 30th of April is that well, if you look at this daily chart here, you see that I have really two channels here. One is the up channel, original channel, and after it shift gear, then I just draw another up channel here. You can see that at this point here, S&P 500 just failed to touch the overbought line of the channel. So it's a sign of the momentum fading of the momentum. So it's just like we just lose some kind of the momentum here. And this is the difference between the sell-off here and 30th of April. Another thing is let's just look at H1 time frame. Okay, as I mentioned in my video yesterday, I talked about the apex. As you can see in this H1 chart here, there was an apex formation, but the breakout actually happened just right before the US session, and at the US opening it just fall back to the apex, and just for a few bars here it just struggled to move out. And this bar here at 1 a.m. My time actually confirmed the failure of the breakout of the apex to the upside. So this is a bearish signal, because a failed signal is can use it as an opposite way. So initially I thought that the apex is going to break up. Yes, it did, but it is indeed a failed signal. It just break back into the apex. So it is a failed signal to break up, means that it is a bearish signal. So this point that should switch the bias to bearish, because the breakout actually failed. Alright, so let's just go to trade review in M3. I think yesterday had a nice setup for me right at the opening session. Okay, I have already marked this up, as you can see. Alright, so okay, perfect. Okay, so you can see that just right at the opening 9:30, just the second bar there, we have a reversal signal. So this first bar is kind of like the upthrust, followed by break back into the range here. So it's like a false signal or the false breakout. So this is one of my favorite setup. I usually just trade the spring or upthrust to trade it down, and you can actually catch the very strong move down. So just right after the close of this candle, sorry, just back in. Okay, just right after this candle, I just entered a short entry, and I just took my profit at a support level at 2915. As I examined previously, 2915 to 2920 was actually support levels. If you just look it back a little bit, you can see that the price actually bouncing up and down, consolidate a bit within this region. So it actually proves that these levels actually still act as some kind of the support level. So I just took my profit there. If not, then you can have a second chance at here, third chance here. But anyway, if you stay up late, or if you are still within the US session, then I think the second great entry could be here. So there was a breakdown here followed by a test and reversal. So this could be my entry, but it's quite late already, so I did not really stay up till this late. So that I think this is another short entry that to take. If you still remember that I also talk about a potential long entry near the support level at 2900 level, because this is an apex and 2900 is also proved to be quite a support level, then you probably can consider to long at 2900 level and also trade on this bounce up of the apex. Actually, this is not the case. Initially, just before the breakout of the apex, yes, if it just bounce it up here, then you can just take this long entry. But this just right after the failure of the breakout of the apex, then the bias just switch to bearish bias. So the long entry near to 900 level or near the apex support level is no longer a valid entry. So this is actually not a valid entry anymore. And yeah, just right after 3 a.m. here, we have seen some very sharp sell off and all the way just break to 900 level without any hesitation. Although it just you can see that even though there was some bounce up from the 2900 level, one times, second times, third times, you see that the extent or the magnitude of the up wave is really just mediocre, just a few points, and this is a really weak rally up. So definitely is a bearish bias. And just back to the bias going forward, let me switch to H1. Okay, so you can see that if you follow my video, then you probably remember that I talk about we're still in a relatively large trading range, which is from here to 885 to the swing low 2715. So somewhere in between, we just bouncing up and down. But this is a lower high. Seems like we have a reaction, a correction starts here. And what we need to see is to anticipate whether there is some downside follow through. Means that we have a sharp correction here yesterday, and now we having a rally up. So this rally up could be just a test of yesterday's sell-off bars. Like this bar here is definitely let me just highlight this, is definitely the supply zone there. You can see that the last hour bar. But even the bar below this this bar here, let me switch this bar here is also providing some resistance at the moment, because we can't really commit above this bar here. So the rally up from the low at 2830 is quite important at the moment, because it can actually to provide some hints to us whether we have some continuation from the sell-off from yesterday. And if we do, then we probably see some kind of a weak rally up, maybe something like this. And if we do, then we probably see some continuation of a breakdown of 2830. And if we do get a breakdown of 2830, then I think we should see a test of 2775, or if not, then 2715. So basically still within this range here. I wouldn't be extremely bearish at the moment, but definitely for day trading, bias is down. For swing trading, it's kind of neutral, but I'm betting on the downside to test probably a break below 2830 and test of 2775. So well, just right now, I think we just need to pay attention to what will happen tonight when the US open. And the bias or the key levels that I'm paying attention to is definitely resistance level is still didn't change. Now it just turned it as a resistance area from 2880 to 2900. So if we see this 280 to 2900 somewhere here, yeah. So if we see some rally up and get a rejection into this supply area, then I'm quite happy to take a short entry. Or if the rally right now is very weak, then we might not even see a rally up to that level. We probably just tested this bar here, and probably just a turn around or rejection from this level. Then I think we still can consider a short entry, but ideally I would like to see deeper test and probably rejection around here, and to see if we get some supply come in and to accelerate the sell-off. But having said that, despite all the bearish view, just do pay attention for any potential supply absorption near around the area 2850 to 2830, which is currently is the support level 2850 to 2830. As you can see that this 2850 level is providing some kind of the support. It's just bouncing up and down there, and we'll probably see some deeper test into 2890 if the market is lenient. Then just pay attention to whether there is some kind of rejection or reversal signal. Then we can just initiate short entry. Otherwise, if we see definitely see a continuation of the sell-off and immediate break of the 2830, then I think it's probably aggressive trader can trade the downside as well to trade it down. So the immediate bias definitely is down, and the support level that I'm looking at is 2830, 2850. If it breaks, then definitely it's the swing high or swing low below the levels 2775, or even this level here 2715. So right now I think this 2830 and also the channel demand line here provide some kind of the support. So I would not be surprised if it just keep bouncing up from this level and show some kind of absorption. I mean, in the market, any kind of the situation is possible. So I'm open to any kind of the possibilities. But looking forward, I still prepare for my short entry, especially around this region here, 2880 to 2900 levels. All right. This is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something out from this video. So if you like it, just click like and also hover to my name or picture to follow me, and do subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification for my future video. If you have any kind of questions, comments, or any other instrument stocks that you would like me to take a look or share with me because of some great signals or entry, feel free to leave me a comment below. I will definitely reply to every single comment. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.